What is up, people, and welcome back to another episode of the Career Mode. This is basically, guys, this is basically the last season of this one before we move into a new one. So, as I've said before, the aims for this season is to get to the Champions League final, try and win it with Inter Milan. If we don't, in fact, do that, then unfortunately that'll be it for this series. But stay tuned, guys, because at the back end of the series, we're going to have somewhat like a type of awards, I guess, type ceremony kind of thing, where I'll go through what I thought about the series, my favourite players and my favourite goals, and the top 10 goals of the series pretty much is how I'll, I guess, can do it, if that's, I guess, the thing that we're going to do. But in all honesty, guys, I've enjoyed doing this series throughout the entirety of it, and throughout the entirety of FIFA 17. It'll always be one of my favourite series on the channel, and so I feel as though it deserves to have a little bit of an award ceremony. I'm not going to do it for all like the ever series that I do. Maybe the first one, because obviously when FIFA 18 drops, there'll be another career mode then, and that will be really cool. But for now, we're looking to end this series off on a high, and we're looking to win the Champions League in our final season here. But I want to just say as well, a few of you guys have been asking me certain stuff about, sort of, I guess, FUT champions and stuff. I honestly haven't played Ultimate Team in about a month and a half, and that's the reason why I kind of go through phases of Ultimate Team where I enjoy it and then other bits I just dislike. And one of the main things about FIFA is I get pretty angry when it comes to, like, bullshit in FIFA, if you will. Apologies for the offensive language in a way, I guess, because I try and keep the channel as PG as possible. But yeah, that's the only reason I would play FUT Champions, really. And also, I can't fit 40 games into a weekend. But still, playing 8 games or 10 games a weekend would still be possible. But it's just because I don't enjoy playing that competitive FIFA to the point where people will take it into a corner and leave it there for like 20 minutes. And it's so hard to get the ball off them. So that's basically it, really. I mean, the AI kind of do that occasionally. But at the same time, I can sort of, I guess, read what they're going to do if that's the case. But yeah, that's kind of what I don't play FUT Champions for. And I know it would help the channel massively and a lot of people would enjoy it. But at the same time, you know, this isn't something that I do as a job. It's something that I enjoy. Well, I do for a hobby. So it's not something that I need to do to get the channel to grow. It is really cool to have all you guys watching these Career Mode episodes. But yeah, that's pretty much my thought process on it. And that's all I'm going to touch upon. But guys, my Snapchat's in the description if you want to follow me on the way. I've already mentioned that in a few videos. I'm not going to keep banging on about it. And we took on Sassuolo here for the first game of today's episode. And it'd be really interesting, actually, because they were sat top and we were sat second, I think, going into this, maybe. No, we were sat top and they were sat second. That was it. I know we were first and second, both of us. So this was going to be quite an interesting game, this one here. And we had a lot of chances early on in this one to take the lead. Dalbert here with a cross into the area. And how Mauro Riccardi doesn't score that is beyond me. A good save from the keeper between the sticks for Sassuolo. But I was a bit frustrated, actually, that he didn't put that one in. And we were made to pay, because on the stroke of half-time, this is what frustrates me about this game sometimes. I mean, yes, I was dominating. And yes, I probably should have put one of my chances away. But the whole point of this, guys, it's just the way about the goal came. The amount of times I tried to clear it. This one originally, good header, comes off the upright. It bounces straight back to a Sassuolo man. I tried to clear it, didn't get it done. And then my keeper kind of makes the save as it goes through into the back of the net. And I was frustrated, in honesty. But when you've got Renato Sanchez in your team, the quality he's got, he can do stuff like that. A simple low-driven shot. And the keeper in this game, or the keepers in this game, rather, when it comes to low-driven shots, are still so shocking and can't, unfortunately, make saves even when the low-driven shots come into play. That's one of the benefits as well, playing against AI. They can't seem to do it all the time. I mean, against online players, it happens pretty much 9 times out of 10. So that's the only reason other than that as well. So sometimes my keeper makes saves, and then other times the keepers do that with a low-driven shot. So we managed to get a goal back in this one, make it 1-1. They did score on the stroke of half-time. And we scored on the other side of it on 52 minutes. Sanchez, good finish. We're back in the game. And we were the better team in this one. So we deserve to be at 1-1 at that situation. But 64 minutes in, and Aki Williams, good little pass inside to Renato Sanchez again, who was absolutely brilliant all day long. Once again, Sanchez, this time firing into the other corner with his other foot to make it 2-1. 65 minutes on the clock. We turned the game on its head. And that was simply because Renato Sanchez is, in my opinion, one of the greatest midfielders in this game. I'm sure you guys have got him in career mode before. I'm sure you guys have tried him out in the game as well. But his potential and stuff, he has the potential to be one of the best midfielders in the world. Right now, in my opinion, he's just so damn good. And that's exactly what he is in this game. So we took the lead here, 2-1. Both goals coming at the hands of Renato Sanchez, who is actually still playing as a CDM, which is what you guys said. And still, he sometimes finds himself in some crazy positions as a CDM. That's why I kind of don't like CDM in this game, if I'm being completely honest with you, like defensive-minded ones anyway, because your CDMs tend to get up the pitch. And when you have that in that position, if you've got a really defensive-minded CDM like Busquets, for example, he's not going to do too much work when he's in that position. So that's why I like having Renato Sanchez there, and it was credit you guys who told me to do that. We had a chance for one more, though, and Aki Williams with an absolutely thunderous finish into the top right-hand corner on the 81st minute. Sassuolo committed some men forward, trying to get themselves that equalising goal that would have, in fact, got them a point from it. We made the breakaway, and it was a fantastic finish from the Spaniard, Inaki Williams. Phenomenal finish into that top corner. I'm a bit hit and miss with Inaki Williams, in honesty, guys. Sometimes I enjoy him, and then other times I'm thinking he's just so inconsistent. And He's nowhere near the likes of Ousmane Dembele, in my opinion. I'm sure you guys may enjoy him a lot more in your series, but in my opinion, Dembele is head and shoulders above him just because of the simple fact that Dembele is so consistent. You can rely on him. If you're 1-0 down or 2-0 down, he will play out of his skin and try and get you back in the game. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the weak foot. Maybe it's just mentality when I'm playing with Inaki Williams. Maybe I put too much pressure on myself because of the price tag that he had coming in. I mean, Dembele's got a big price tag as well, but at the same time, Dembele obviously is the higher rated player and should be therefore better in terms of that one. But we came away with a 3-1 victory there. You can see 3 points on the board from that one there. I was very happy with that as well because it means Sassuolo, the team sat in second right now, will kind of drop off, I guess. In terms of points, they'll be a little bit behind us, so that means make sure that we are kind of at the top and have a little bit of a breathing space. And to get it there against the team that's pretty much the second most informed team is pretty good as well. Juventus losing to Roma there as well, so in terms of where they are going to be this season, I'm not sure they're going to be the ones to challenge us. And it was coincidentally Roma who we played second in today's episode. Very, very good form they're in currently. I think they're sat in the top 5 at the moment, so we'd already played the second place team. Now we're taking on one in the top 5 as well, so both the games in today's episode could easily go either way. We actually got the better of Sassuolo in the first one, when potentially against Roma here, this is one of those ones where it could go either way for this one. They've got a very good team as well, I have to say. Some of the players in that Roma team I wouldn't mind having in mind before we left the series, but again, January when it comes around, probably not going to make too many signings in the window simply because of the fact that our team is already so damn good. And therefore, I don't think we need to add players already in. We have got around £100 million still left in the transfer budget, but as I say, our team's pretty much strong enough already. I don't think there's that many signings we can make, apart from maybe Pogba and a couple of other players that I can that spring to mind, to really add something to the team. And even then, we'll be missing out on some of the big players that we've already got in the team. So I don't really want to add anybody else in this series before we move into the next one. You can see Roma actually sat in 6th place rather not 5th, but they are still doing pretty well for themselves. You know, at the back of a 2-1 victory against Juventus, they're not going to be an easy team to play against. You can see our team on your screen. Rashford is currently the top scorer in the Serie A, or Calcio, as it's also called in this game. We have pretty much the same lineup we've gone with for most of these games. Dembele comes back into the team as well. You can see him there on your screen alongside Rashford, and I think Vincenzini as well starts on the left-hand side. So it's pretty much, in my opinion, one of our strongest front threes that we could possibly have. However, we've actually got a very strong, I guess, backup front three. You know, Mario Icardi's nothing to shake your head at. And we've got Ousmane Dembele, and then we've also got, I guess, the Turbo to come on if we need him to do that. So in terms of a front three, we've got pretty much as good a backup on as we have a starter one. And it was us 6 minutes in, creating the early chances in this one. Ousmane Dembele down the right-hand side, whips in across. Tolisso meets it, actually, and I wasn't in control of the Frenchman, and his header goes just wide of that post. It was so close, actually, to finding its way into that corner. You can see from this angle, he wasn't too far away from finding that side of the goal there, and it would have given us the lead in this game, but a very good ball. And that was kind of the computer helping me out there. I didn't actually control Tolisso. But as much as we were putting in a cross, Roma decided to do the same thing. They saw it almost worked for us, so they decided to do one themselves. A bit surprised that De Gordinho doesn't come away with that ball there. Get very unlucky. Fantastic ball into the area, though. And the man actually beats Lou to the ball. And he should have been able to get that in the back of the net. Lou was completely exposed there, and it should have been 1-0 Roma. But thankfully it wasn't. And we went into the second half looking to find the breakthrough here. Vincenzini on the ball. He gives it backwards here to Renato Sanchez, who was brilliant last time out against Sassuolo. Gave the ball to Rashford. Rashford fake shot on the edge of the area. A lot of luck with the way the defender makes the original tackle. We go through with the league top scorer, and the Englishman makes it. Inter Milan 1, Roma 0, with a phenomenal strike into the top left corner, or top right corner of the goal rather. And it was a phenomenal strike. I mean, here we get a lot of luckiness there, the way the defender kind of makes a tackle and it ball bounces straight through back for Rashford. But then take nothing away from the finish, because that is world class from Marcus Rashford. Phenomenal strike and a wonderful goal to give us the lead in this one with 20 minutes left to play. It was a completely open game up until that point as well. Rashford making the score 1-0, and that's what happens when you have these quality players in your team. Actually, I don't think I included Rashford as part of the front three that we've got currently. So again, we have so much attacking quality that I can call up any of them, and I know for sure they'll do a job for us. So we took the lead there. Not too long left in this game as well, as Roma would then have to decide whether or not they wanted to come forward or sit back and try and defend and not lose this game by more. But Rashford was making sure that he was going to make it 2-0 here, 10 minutes from time. A nice through ball through to him and a simple low-driven shot as the keeper came out, and it was a very, very easy chance to score, if I'm being completely honest with you. So magic Marcus there makes it 2-0, and we look as if the points will be heading with us in this game. You can see, through on goal, when he gets in that position, the keeper is caught in two minds whether or not to come or to stay in between the sticks. Decides to come in the end, and it's a very, very close affair, actually. He's so close. If he just gets his left hand down, he would have made the save. But in the end, Marcus sees the gap and just prods it through as we make it 2-0. So already, guys, I've mentioned before, since that defeat to Juventus that we fell to, the 1-0 defeat where we hit the post something like 4 times in a single match, you know, I said it before, like, I wanted to go unbeaten, but sometimes in FIFA, I have off days, and I'm finding right now, as I'm recording this commentary, I'm having one of those off periods in FIFA. I can't seem to break teams down. You'll see it in upcoming episodes to come. I'm struggling to score goals, and then when I do, sometimes they're really scrappy, and my defending is not up to scratch. So, in terms of going unbeaten, I probably wouldn't have done it even if I'd have lost, even if I'd have beaten Juventus in that one, because my FIFA game right now is a little bit off, so even if we'd have beaten Juventus in that one, I still don't think I'd have gone 38 games unbeaten. So it's the way it is sometimes in FIFA. I've managed to do it once so far this year, and that was with Hartlepool in League One. Haven't done it since then, or I haven't done it other than that one time there. So it's probably not going to happen again for us. But, you know, I've done it once, and once is enough for me. But I haven't done it at the top flight just yet. So maybe FIFA 18, when we do that one, maybe that'll be the game where we manage to do it at the top flight of football. But you can see, guys, going into the third and final game of this episode, we're taking on Ajax here. If we win this game, we pretty much secure our point or our place outside of the group, no matter the outcome in the other game between Arsenal. And I do think, again, my mind's gone blank. I can't remember who we're playing. But, yeah, we basically, if we win this game, we qualify out the group. And the thing is, guys, I'm not expecting to not win this game. I'm not expecting to go. I'm not expecting to go out the group either, because we were Champions League finalists last year. We are on a 100% win record right now. 4 wins from 4. This is the 5th game we're playing, so if we get it here, that's 5 from 5. We're still to play Arsenal as well, so we could potentially, depending on results there, have ourselves already wrapped up as group winners as well after this one. But if not, we'll be playing Arsenal for that group win. As you can see right now, we're 5 points clear. So if if Celtic, draw with Arsenal, or if we beat Ajax rather, we'll go through as group winners. So pretty much, guys, it's in our hands from here on out. No matter what happens in that game there, we are currently ahead, and we are 5 points clear, I think. So if we win this one here, we are through as group winners. So yeah, that's pretty much how it's going to go for this one. I mean, we are playing Dolberg as well. He does start against his former team like he did last time. He scored against them as well last time, looking to do the same type of thing here. And inside the first 4 minutes, actually, we got a good chance. Dolberg into Fosu Mensah. Fosu Mensah, a lot of space on this left-hand side for Ziterbo. He curls one goalwards. It's saved, but it falls straight into the path of Inaki Williams, who grabs himself a goal very, very early on here. I was a bit... I felt a bit harsh on Ajax, if I'm being completely honest with you. I mean, they can't defend like that and not expect to get scored on, but the keeper makes a really, really good save from Ziterbo, and the way the ball bounces back to me, that's my sort of look that I get, I guess, because I do get quite lucky sometimes in FIFA the way the ball comes back to me, and that's exactly one of them times, like, seriously. I mean, good stop from the keeper, agonising from if you're an Ajax fan, because the ball kind of straight back to Inaki Williams, and no chance for the defenders to really clear it after that. And it's such a simple task when he's in that position to tap that one home. So we lead inside the first 6 minutes here. As I said, victory would ensure that we won the group as well, no matter the outcome of the final game in the group phase, which will be against Arsenal as well. Because even if we won this one, we would, in fact, move into 5 points clear with 1 game remaining, no matter the outcome of that one. Even if they were to win, we'd still be 5 points clear. So yeah, as long as you win, we're pretty much secure as group stage winners. 55 minutes on the clock, though. Ajax did kind of test us going forward here. Nice ball through, and Lou makes an important stop there, as he has done numerous times for us this season, to deny Ajax the chance to go 1-1 in this one. It wasn't the most convincing strike, but it still needed the save from Lou regardless. And 62 minutes in, nice ball to the right-hand side, and Inaki Williams gets it under control very well, gives it to Sanchez. Sanchez, great turn. A low-driven shot, though, just wide of that bottom corner. He found 2 against Sassuolo from a similar position. Unfortunately, couldn't do it there for us. But that was the way the game would finish. A 1-0 victory in this one. We do, in fact, go out as top of the group. And it means that now, guys, we'll have an easier-ish draw in the next round of the Champions League. Not always the case, though, because you can win the group and still get a really tough draw, as we have seen with Arsenal in real life, getting Bayern Munich even after winning the group. So that's it from me, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd appreciate a like, rating. As always, thank you all for your continued support on the channel. You guys are absolutely immense, and I appreciate everything you guys do. I hope to see you all in another video, or on another video, rather, very, very soon. That's it from me. I've been Danny, and I'm out. Adios.